All right, I did it. I went to London. Just walked out of the pavilion. Now, I didn't look at a lot of paces. I looked at a few, as I was asked to look at a few, and a couple that I saw out on the floor, and I did put one of them on. Now, I have a top 10 list, but we're not going to go 1 through 10. These are just 10 horses I really like. I think maybe we'll be able to get some business done here tomorrow. There's a lot of optimism for this sale. For our American clients, you're ahead. 40 cents on the dollar, I think, today. Man, that sucks. I got to buy American money for Lexington at, it's insane. It's insane. Anyway, you have Americans that have a little stronger dollar right now. You have Canadians that have Canadian money to spend here. I always think this sale is going to be strong, and I think tomorrow is not going to be, it will not deviate from the script, I don't think. Now, having said that, is there business for us to do here? Yeah, I believe so. Now, I'm going to give you 10 horses that I'm interested in tomorrow. And I know they look like they're in top 10 order. Truthfully, I might have put them in top 10 order, but it wasn't meant that way when I started. So I didn't put that much thought into giving them a 1 through 10 designation. I have 2 value plays in the sale, one on day 1, one on day 2. And I have 10 horses I'm going to be looking at. Now, most of the horses on this list are on day 1. In fact, 8 out of 10 of them are on day 1. Now, as I give you 10, I actually have about 22 or 23 here that I like. I priced them. Now, when we look at our buckets, there's a little bit room, which would actually be very interesting if we can pick up one of these horses that I've said would be maybe a little value play and stuff one of them in the B partnership. I think would work good. That would close that loop out. That would have 3 horses in the B. Right now, there's 2 in the B partnership group. Now, that's the partnership that has $75,000. I did originally have 2 Lexington horses in there. Now, the reason we haven't announced who is going where is because it has to make sense mathematically. If we bought one of the horses, if we kept one of the horses, say the 28 or the 23 or the 21, and matched it up with one of the horses we bought here, and that fit close to or on at 75,000, then we would have 2 in there. But in a perfect world, I think we'd leave 2 of those Lexington Ontario breds in the B partnership. And it'd be really cool to pick up one of these 2 value horses. I think would be neat and fit in nicely. And in the A bucket, we already have a head start, I think, of maybe, I don't know whether the Pacer, what I had her in there. Either, it doesn't matter who we have in there, because it all has to fit. So we already have probably 35,000 of the 250 spoken for. So there's roughly, I'm going to say 15 or 16,000, I think, minimum, left in the B, and around 215. So theoretically, if all of you reached in and bought the lots, which you have not yet, but I'm sure you will, would have bought the lots, we would have around $230,000 for Ontario breds. They don't have to be bought tomorrow. We do have Harrisburg, but we do have some interesting horses here. So I'm going to start. I'll just do it that way. I don't care. We'll start at number 18, who I had in at number 10, but none of these make any, it doesn't really matter. Number 18. Now, watch the videos. I make some good points. I think I do anyway, when it comes to horses. Northern Blossom is a sister to Northern Blizzard. Now, for my partners that hear the words Northern Blizzard, you might get a shiver up your spine because he burned a lot of our money, but head speed, head talent, and actually did have a good work ethic. His body let him down a number of times. He was sore in the knees. He was a big giant colt. This is a more medium-sized filly. I believe, I said he was a royalty for life, but now I'm second-guessing myself. I think he was, wasn't he? Well, he wasn't a muscle mass, and this one is. So, Northern Blossom is a filly that caught my eye. She's perfect size. You know, if you could put his speed and work ethic into a smaller, sounder animal and buy a better sire, who knows what you have. Now, this is a filly. He was a colt. And there hasn't been a whole lot. Now there is a full sister, Northern Beyonce. I'd look it up on my phone, but I'm talking on my phone right now. And a chapter 7, so I wouldn't say the strongest first dam, but in the second dam you have Blue Martini and Martino, both are Bluto and Martino in the second dam, and Bluff. All 3 of those horses are nice horses. All 3 of those horses took 2-year-old marks. Bluto's a sire now in Indiana. Bluff, I want to say she threw a horse. I'm just looking. Bluffing her. No. Activist. No, maybe I'm wrong. Yep, maybe I'm wrong. But nevertheless, a very strong, I would say not a very strong, but a very good-looking family. I like this filly. I do. I'm interested in number 18, Northern Blossom. I guess we'll just bounce around. 164. This is a day 2 horse. Mr. Spiffy. Yeah, I like Mr. Spiffy. This is another muscle mass, February 27th colt. I have all these horses priced. Again, I'm going to be keeping a very close eye on our calculator as we do our work tomorrow. So, Mr. Spiffy's a horse that I like. Now, again, he's in day 2. He's later in the day. But I like Mr. Spiffy. I think everything is... I like his name, too. Mensa took a mark of 57-1 as a 4-year-old. A 4-year-old. At 3, second in the grassroots. He was a beater. Raced in the Prospect. Just a horse. He was a Cadabra. This is a second foal out of a Cantab Hall mare by Muscle Mass. I like Mr. Spiffy, number 164. Number 91 is a horse I like. This is the only pacer I put in this 10 list for now. Now, in fairness, this isn't that I loved him so much. It's more that I looked at a couple of pacers for clients, gave them a little video, as I often do from time to time, but didn't have a lot of pacers I wanted to pull out, right? We have a Shadow Play filly. We have a He's Watching colt. You may not know them very well yet, but we have them. Do we need another pacer? No, but man, I would love to pick up this one. This is a Mick Wicked. Really? A Mick Wicked, March 8th filly out of a Mach 3 mare. She said 2 foals. One of them, great name, Lord Anthony. In the second, Damu Versato, 1.3 million, 67 wins. Just a very, very nice horse. Anytime you see some royalty, so to speak, on the pages, you want to take note. And this horse caught my eye from across the shed row. I was just looking through my book, waiting for one of the horses I asked to bring out. And I said, just a second, I'm going to go look at that one. That was Mick Paisley, number 91. Man, just a very, very good-looking filly. I just saw somebody texted me because I was asking. They'd asked me to look at a couple of McWickeds. They said the Lexington average for McWicked was 47,000. Now factor in the fact that Lexington was way up in an insane way, and a lot of those McWickeds were giants down there, much bigger than this horse. Although she's not small, I think my price is pretty much close. But again, you know, it was so weird. I was sitting on the bench going over my notes as I was coming out here. And I caught myself almost adjusting a couple of the prices because I know it's London and I know they're going to be overpriced. And I said, well, what are you doing? Why would I adjust my price for London? I know what I'm comfortable paying for this horse. And just because somebody else wants to pay a lot more, let them. It's fine with me. So I scratched it back out and put my price. But that's what happens when you get to a sale. You know, as structured as I try to be when I come to the sales, and as tempered and conservative as I try to be, even I catch myself sometimes saying, well, you're in London, it's going to be a little bit more than that. You're going to have to put a little bit. No. And that's how it can happen very, very easily. So, anyway, back to what we were doing. Number 91, Mick Paisley. Really like this Mick Wicked filly. She is a dandy-looking filly. Number 83. Where are you at, number 83? Number 83, T.H. Wayne, a Muscle Mass colt. Oh, this is a Dream Nation brother. Toed out a little bit. Both front toed out a little bit. Not really that concerning to me. I'm going to go back and look at his video, but I could watch him walking down the alleyway and coming back. He looked like he come off the ground straight, even though he was a little bit toed out. Again, let me refresh my memory here. Second foal. First one was a Cantab Hall. Took a beaten mark at 2.7, so probably a fair horse somewhere. Shifting gears. The second dam is what I was looking at. That is Dream Nation. You'll know Dream Nation. He beat up on White Tiger this winter. Raced against Locatelli, White Tiger all winter. An open trotter, and he won the open. He was on a roll there for about a month or two at Mohawk and did some very good work, taking a mark of 52 flat last year. Timed in 52, taking a mark of 52-3 this year. Did well in the open. Third in the free-for-all, third in the preferred, won the open, won the preferred, so did lots of good work here. Now, I have to be honest, if I'm being completely frank, if you take, and this is something I do all the time, and many of you should practice it too from time to time, you get enamored with that one horse. Now, if we take Dream Nation and just white out his name and everything about him in this pedigree, it's rather meager. But at the same token, I liked T.H. Wayne. I like Dream Nation. Loved owning him. But T.H. Wayne's a good-looking horse. I like him, but again, a horse that would demand a price, the proper price, if we're to bring him home. Number 162, for those of you following along in your archaic catalogs. Oh, I like this one. This is Sonar Sealster, the alarm detector. Who knows what they're going to sell for? First crop sire, jammed in between a bunch of muscle masses, resolves, horses that have already made themselves archangels. How are the alarm detectors going to be received? Simone Hall was a nice mare. I think this might be Phil's mare. I want to go look. Simcoe Sealster himself, pretty decent horse, took a mark of 54 as a 3-year-old. But again, you want to see how tough it is to make money in Montreal, or make money in Ontario. I don't know why I said Montreal. Here's the 3-year-old trotter with a mark of 154 flat, and on cataloging, now this has changed since then, 32,000 made. How sad is that? It's just tough. It's not that they're not racing for good money. It's tough. It's a Shark Tank here. So Sonar Sealster, second dam, Snazzy Millie, Snazzy Hot Rod. We've seen all these. And this one is out of the sister to both by and her name, Simone Hall. I think we had a horse out of a mare by Dewey Cheatham and how we did well with this year. I know we bought one at least. There's at least one, if not two, in this family. I'm just looking at the next page. I can't believe I see what I see. That is an old family. Wow. Not this one, a different horse. So number 162, Sonar Sealster. Really, really, really like this horse. Day number 2. Number 17, quite frankly, was the first one that caught my eye when I opened the sale catalog. The last horse I saw before I left. The last video I made before I left. Good looking horse. Above average looking. Muscle mass. Colt foaled on April the 3rd. Second foal from a credit winner mare. The first one's, it looks like a Chippendale. I didn't really get the scouting report on them this year. I don't think they showed up that well. I can't say for certain. The second dam is Sutton. He took a mark of 50-4, 2-year-old mark of 54-4 on a 5/8. Took a mark of 50-4, going on to make 560,000. I like this family. I like this horse, number 17. Again, might be a bit of an oversale. Might be running a little hot early in the sale here, but you never know. Number 17, Arcadia Sealster, horse that I like very much, selling on day number 1. Then we go to 84. What's your name? 84. Again, a day 1 horse, Salem Sealster, another Sealster horse. Wow. Actually, you know what? I like this horse a lot. This horse was towed in a little bit, and I priced him a little aggressively. I really like number 84. There was just something about this horse I liked. Second full brother Sven Sealster. I don't know how he did. I didn't look it up last year. This is usually stuff I do when I get home. Look up the brothers and sisters, how much they sold for, who trained them last year, how they did. Was there any issues? The horse just not make it? Was he just not know? Was he or she just not any good? These are things I like to look up when I get home, but I'm not home yet. I'm in London. So Speak of the Devil is the mare. She was by Archangel. This is the second full brother. Doesn't show racing at 2. I don't have an update button because this is a paper catalog, so I can't hit update. So I don't know how Sven Sealster did, but I don't really care. I looked at Salem Sealster. He's a good looking horse. I really like this horse too. I like him a lot. Towed in a bit, but that's indicative of the breed. Muscle mass himself, a lot of them will tow in a little bit, so I'm not really worried about that at all. Number 64. Now these are 3 I really liked a lot, actually. Truthfully speaking, yes, I like them a lot. Number 64. Sealster, really. Triton Sealster. I marked this horse really, really expensive, actually, and I don't know if I'll go that high. This is a Chestnut Resolve in a shocker. Chestnut Resolve. Old Resolve saved the entire ginger breed. Nobody wanted a chestnut. Now everybody in Ontario goes running over to look at the chestnuts. Good for him. They're pretty horses. And Resolve stamps them good, and they look nice. We'll talk about one that is not stamped red that I liked later on. But this one I liked very, very much. This is out of a sister to Traverse Sealster, Tycoon Sealster. And then again on the bottom, I showed you in the video. There's Poof, she's gone right there on the bottom. She's everywhere, all over every sale, in every catalog. You see her everywhere. Tesla Sealster was a muscle mass, made 85,000, took a mark of 55-3. Tribeca Sealster, a wheelin' and dealin' last year. This 3 foals. Now one was bad enough they didn't even want to put it on the page. So a decent muscle mass, a very ordinary looking wheelin' and dealin'. Again, I can't hit update. but a decent family. I really liked what I saw on this horse. I like this horse a lot. Number 64, Triton Sealster. Number 69, these two were, I think, top of the heap for me. Number 69, Musk. Oh, I like this one. Beautiful filly, very, very well put together. March 2nd filly, coming from overseas. So Essa is selling this one through Dean and Ashley Wilson. Now Essa had the mare with Dagfinn Hendrickson, if I'm not mistaken. Her name was Jane Gone. I could be wrong. Maybe this is the wrong horse, but I remember racing against this horse. Made some. This might have been one Rena had. I can't remember who had this one. Did a lot of winning though. First foal for a mare who made 235 and a mark of 53-3 at Mohawk. Now, you look at the catalog and you're like, lots of room to color here. There's not a lot of pedigree. That's because it's all European blood. Cocktail Jet is the sire of the second mare. The sire of the third mare is Defi Danu. Wow. Fourth dam is on here. High Echelon. That one's by. Nobody knows these horses. But you know what? I don't really care. Good mare. Decent family, from what I can see. But a very, very nice individual. Number 69, Muscone. I like this horse a lot. And I'm curious who I put ahead of this horse, because I liked number 69 a lot, an awful lot, in the sale. Number 42, really. I won't call it my top pick, but I have nothing else to say because oh yeah, this was a nice one too. My MVP, one of the only ones in the sale. There's not a ton, I don't think. Not that I saw anyway. Maybe I missed some. Jeff. This is Jeff Ruck's horse. Pinestone Farms Preferred Equine. I did not know that. My MVP, brother to Rock. I should have known this. He owns Rock of Cashel still. Here's a nice horse. Banged out a tough career. He's got to be 12, 13 years old. He's sired horses in New Jersey. He's a majestic son with 52 lifetime wins. Man, he's been everybody would love to have a Rock of Cashel. Everyone. And he's just been a nice horse. I think Jeff's owned him his whole life. Well, good for him. So, Blarney Castle. Again, wasn't my top 10 list. I like all 10 of these horses, but this is the last one I'm going to speak of, so take it for what it is. Blarney Castle's and my MVP colt. I really like this horse. And you know what? I had this horse down here, where is he? Breeze Hill Final. A complete and utter airhead lunatic, but he was fast. I think we went 55 of them, if I'm not mistaken. And then he just go out and run. My God, he was hard to keep going. He was fast. This whole family, Breeze Hill Tony, I forget the gentleman that had all the Breeze Hill horses. Nice man, and had good horses. Yeah, and right here, Breeze Hill Will, 802,000 by King Conch, 72 lifetime wins. You like to see that in the family, right? With tons and tons of wins. Here's a horse in the first dam with almost $1 million made. He'll make $1 million before it's all done. 52 wins lifetime. And then you look down on the third dam. Here's a horse with 72 wins lifetime. Lots of 2-year-old marks all throughout the page. Jeff, I'm going to tell you, I love this horse. Number 42, Blarney Castle, is a horse I like very, very much. Now, I told you there was 2 horses I thought were kind of value plays. They may not be. I mean, maybe people look at this and say, maybe I like this horse more than you. That may very well be. Number 99, who I said in my video was the last horse of the day. He's not. Number 100 is the last horse of the day. Number 99, Captain Wanya. I like this horse. Old blood here. Second dam's the dam of Ken Workington and Holiday Road. Who's the third dam? Must be a horse that was in the chariot races. This is old blood right here. But you know what? Our type of horse. Let me explain why. First, old blood, right? You Ken Workington, 2 horses that were at the top of their game when they were 2 and 3, Holiday Road and Ken Workington. One made $1 million, one 426. Both of those horses, I believe, raced in the Hambletonian. I know Holiday Road certainly did. Well, it should say it right here. Right here, 2-year trotting colt. So Ken Workington was a 2-year-old trotting colt, winner of the year. Meadowlands, New Jersey. I don't see. How are you not in the Hambletonian? Maybe I'm missing it. It doesn't matter. Strong family, but old family. Now, here's the kicker. 4 living foals. This is the fifth foal. 0 for 4 on the front end for the most part. Miss Justine, before timed in 59, 12,000 made. Not a good horse, I don't think. And Wanya, before time 2 minutes. So not a victory not a victory in the entire first dam from any of the 4 foals. but a good-looking horse. I don't know any of Miss Justine or Wanya, whatever the hell her name is, but I do know Captain Wanya. Captain Wanya is a good-looking colt. This is a horse sold by Sealster Farms, what I would call a value play. Yet a complete strikeout on the front dam. Second dam has two sires in it that were at the top of their game when they were good. I like Captain Wanya, and if he fits in nicely into a bucket and goes for the right price, we might scoop this guy. A Resolve. He's not chestnut. He's like a darker color. Kind of weird. So, out of a Yankee Glide mare by Resolve, June 3rd, and a big colt for a June 3rd colt. So a lot not going on for the captain here. He's a June foal, 0 for 4 on the top end, and he's got a scar on his left hind leg at the bottom of the back of his leg. None of those bother me. I think this horse could be easily a value play for us. And then all the way back at the end of day number 2, I believe 192 was the other one. What are you? Oh, I know who this guy is. This is the Royalty for Life. Yes. So I was over at Preferred, and they pulled out. They said, you want to look at a Royalty for Life? I said, not really. He said, take a look at this horse. I pull out the catalog. Second dam, there she is again. Poof, she's gone. Chestnut Hill is right here in the second dam. The first dam, not a whole lot going on here, but one's an El Sanyo Dream, and the other one's a Wheelin' and Dealin'. I'm sorry, but Royalty for Life is quite a jump up from those two. As much as he's not a super desired horse, unless you have a straw hat and a beard. Some Royalty for Lifes are good. Shouldn't say they're not. A lot of them are good. What I mean by that is that I believe the Amish bought Royalty for Life himself, literally, if I'm not mistaken. But a good-looking horse, right? So first two, Pitch, El Sanyo Dream, Wheelin' and Dealin', they haven't really panned out that much. This is a Royalty for Life. It is a step up. The second dam is Poof, She's Gone. So again, traveling super light in the third. You have two strong dams, second and third dam. First dam has two kind of watered down sires, haven't proven themselves yet. And you do have a sire here in Royalty for Life that is. This is a good looking horse, number 192, Optimus. Again, I don't know what to bring. Maybe he'll be way over purchased. But I think he and 99 are what I would call value plays. So there's 12 horses we're looking at in the London sale. Now, Amy and Danny are going to be down here on day 2. I'm coming down. Harry is going to make an appearance at the sale. Harry and I, Danny, Jason is still here. We're all coming to the sale tomorrow. We're going to see what we can do here at the sale. Yes, we have some money. Theoretically, now technically, I'm still holding all those buckets, but I know as soon as we fill them up, all of our Ontario clients that have been loyal and want to be a part of owning horses in Ontario, you will step up and buy them. I'm sure you will. Actually, I know you will. So, we're going to fill those buckets up maybe tomorrow. If we have room in Harrisburg, great. If we don't, that's fine too. But tomorrow, we continue on building our foundation for Ontario 2023 with the London Classic Sale 2022. We have 5 Ontario breds so far. I could see us putting on another 5, bringing in a couple, maybe privately. Every year we usually have a breeder or two that says, hey, do you want to take one on and train it down for us? So I could see us probably having 10 to 12 Ontario breds for everybody for 2022. That's usually what we have. And it's all worked out so well so far. So with that, I'm going to let you guys go. I'm now leaving Western Fair Raceway, where the London Agroplex, or whatever it's called, is at, and I'll be returning tomorrow. I'm going to train Carter Michael Dio a slow mile at First Line tomorrow. Now, obviously, we're going to race tonight. We have horses racing, and Globe Trotting just raced today, finished 3rd. Not horrible. I know she wasn't good. It was windy. She still had a little residual tie-up. She had that quarter crack she's working with, and I thought she did okay. She's obviously a much better horse than that, but a good start. So, a 3rd with her tonight. We have 2, 3, 4 racing tonight at Mohawk. I got the sale looked at, which I'm comfortable saying I think I've covered what I was looking for at the sale. I think we can do some business here tomorrow. I hope we can. So, for those of you, you're going to see all the videos now. I expect all our Ontario clients to come out of the woodwork. Anthony, what do you think of this horse? How much do you think it'll bring? And I'll be happy to tell you. So, with that, I'll talk to you all very, very soon. As I said, I'm off to Guelph from London. It's about an hour drive, give or take. And then I'll race tonight and be back here tomorrow bright and early. I'd say we'll roll in here around 11:30. Sale starts at 12. to my knowledge, I'm not looking at anything until 17, I believe, is the first one I'm looking at. Wait, I have notes on a horse. What do I have notes on? I didn't like her. Number 17. Anyway, I'll talk to you guys soon. I hope you're having a good day. And good luck to everybody tonight. Take care.